Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm the Urban Seer, your guide to love, destiny and manifesting the life you desire. In today's pick a card reading, it's all about the next chapter in your love life. Whether someone new is on their way to you or maybe a familiar soul is returning. This reading won your votes in the recent community poll, so thank you all who voted and for choosing such a great theme. We're tuning into the energy of who's coming towards you, why now, and what this next chapter of love will bring. And today I've done something slightly different. I've chosen 3 oracle cards as the decider for each group. So and I've also have the tarot cards picked out and chosen and laid beneath the oracle card. So each pile and each oracle card carries a unique frequency that reflects the love energy entering your life. So group number 1, we have the oracle card Tiny Triumphs. Group number 2, the oracle card A Long Way Home. And group number 3, we have Mermaid's Love. So trust your intuition, take a breath and choose the group you're most drawn to, and you'll find the link to your reading in the description box below. But let's find out what's written in your next chapter of love and light. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the oracle card Tiny Triumphs, which is a really interesting card. All these oracle cards are, it's from the deck, the Oracle of Mystical Moments. As you already know, I've shuffled and pulled your cards, so let's dive into placement number 1, which is who's coming towards you. So this card will reveal the identity or the energetic signature of this person, okay, who's entering or re-entering your life. And we have the 9 of Swords. And this card, interestingly, it carries, so when we're looking at an energetic signature, there's been some angst, some anxiety around this connection, okay? So it could be someone who, I believe there's already an existing connection here. Or it could also be for some of you that there's this worry that this person isn't going to, one, come through, or it's not going to work out. Like there's been some kind of worries and fears around that. Now with the 9 of Swords, it comes the message though that these fears are really unfounded. It's very much the energy of the 9 of Swords to me is those waking up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. kind of thoughts, yes, and where everything kind of feels worst case scenario energy. So someone could have got you feeling anxious, got you feeling worried, overthinking, that kind of energy, okay? Our monkey mind has taken over and we are spiraling somewhat, yeah? I'm going to pull one more card because I'm nosy and want to know more. They could be feeling anxious about this connection as well. It doesn't just have to be one-sided, that it's you that's got in your head. They very much could be someone who is an overthinker, a worrier, and has got in their head about this. Tell me more about this, Spirit. Falling out there, the Emperor. So this tells me more about their kind of energy. The Emperor is someone who, the Emperor is the boss of the tarot deck, okay? The Emperor likes to be in control, and I feel like this connection has made them feel a loss of control, and that's what's got them in their heads. The Emperor is someone who, when they are in their element, is when, say, they can be the boss of a team. Often they feel more comfortable in work, in career, may bury themselves in work. They are ambitious. They don't shy away from difficult situations in doing what needs to be done. But kind of the shadow side of the Emperor is that if they sense a kind of loss of control, when things can't just be ruled by the mind, and we can't, say in the workplace, the rules are very set out clearly, yeah. If people can be hired and fired, and there's a set of rules that we need to stick to, there's quotas, there's data, there's statistics, all of that kind of stuff. This is generally where this person feels more comfortable in that analytical space. But in matters of the heart, when things like that don't apply, we can't quantify, we can't strategize, how we feel and how we respond, really. And I think this is what's got them in their head and feeling anxious and feeling worried. So this is the placement who's coming towards you. Okay, you may recognize those qualities. For many of you who've picked this pile, I feel like this is a returning energy. This could possibly be, for those of you where it is a new connection, this doesn't resonate with you, then you can expect this to be coming through. An Emperor is coming through. There may be some anxieties and worries, some teething issues at the start, because they feel a loss of control in many respects with you. Let's see what's the next placement. Let's move on to this, which is why they're entering now. So when this person does come through, return, or someone new comes through, this explores the divine timing or the soul contract behind their appearance. What's lessons, healing, or transformation is unfolding here. Just a really interesting placement. A major arcana, the Tower moment. So I feel like that there has been a Tower moment for them. Tell you what resonates, this could be for you as well, because this is why they're entering now. It could apply to, obviously your energetic field is just as equal to theirs of why this is happening now. Now the Tower moment is when you've really have been through something quite significant, something that you really thought would go a particular way breaks down. It's like that spirit, I call it spiritual intervention, and it can manifest in what appears to be a loss. Okay, something breaks down. For some of you, it could have been what happened in the past of how the relationship was. Okay, that how you knew it, that broke down, and it's like we're back to ground zero, base one, and we need to rebuild. Okay, now with the Tower moment, even though it can be very much a moment of upheaval, of struggle, something, we say with them, it might not, if this is a new connection, or it can be something else that's going on for them, something significant has broken down. But with that, even though it's, like I say, a period of upheaval, sudden, shocking, all of that, what it's happening is that it's clearing out. Spirit is coming in to clear out what no longer aligns for them and with them. And what it does is it reroutes them and sets them on a path that does align with their spirit. Okay, so this is an opportunity for you, if this is someone who is re-entering their life, to rebuild this as something new, as something better. For others, if this is a new person, then this is where they're coming from, okay? They have been rerouted. Something old has left their life. It's created space for you, for this connection. That applies to everyone, okay? Whatever, new or old connection, there is now the space after this tower moment, however it manifested, there is now space for this connection to come through. But first, what needed to happen, what's maybe delayed this connection, what's caused problems in if you've had an existing connection, is because the old ways had to be swept away, and we had to go to ground zero in order to start again. Let's move on to the final placement, group number 1, which is the potential between you. So what happens next? What could blossom here? Are we going to have, romance, closure, reconciliation, a brand new love story? Let's see what's written in the next chapter. We have another major arcana, so we've got 3 major arcanas in this spread, which tells me that this connection is significant. And here we are, we have this beautiful energy of strength, which to me, it has such a period of growth, of blossoming. There is a connection here. This is both your energy here, this union. We have the sign of infinity, which talks about long-lasting commitment. I feel like we're gonna be able to build something that is strong. After this tower moment particularly, this feels very significant. So like I said, can we see here as well actually how these, it looks like flames, but it's also like the petals of a flower that are reflected here as well in this card, the very same petals. So the thing that what seemed sad and tragic and burnt this tower to the ground actually was the beginnings and the makings of this beautiful, the sun rising and this connection. So even though it was a difficult road to get here, that old energy was swept out, which could make way for this strong connection, the strong foundation. So we're not built on wobbly ground, okay? We're built on something strong. So this is leading to something beautiful, and the challenges that you have either been through together or separately have paved the path for such a strong connection. It couldn't have happened any other way, is what I feel like. This connection wouldn't have been this strong of what it's going to be without this tower moment. And what I think is this, say, just tying in this oracle card now, this kind of tiny triumphs. Maybe it feels now that you've only had small wins, that you've had losses and small wins. It's sort of like this minimizing in tiny triumphs, but actually these triumphs that have been happening all along the way have actually built the path to this strong connection. So it's like the tiny triumphs are in how we show up every day, and we decide to continue to show up as our best selves, to continue to fight for what we want, even after these tower moments where things all may seem lost, but we decide to pick ourselves up and carry on. And this leads us to this very strong union that is built on solid earth and built off the back of struggles in many respects, yeah? So group number 1, I hope that reading resonated with you. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up, leave any comments down below, and please do consider subscribing if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for all future uploads. But wishing you all the best in this next chapter of love for you. Love and light. Hey group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the oracle card, A Long Way Home. It has lots of beautiful colours, and as we go through the reading, we'll see how this ties in for you. As you're already aware, I've shuffled and pulled the cards, so let's dive in. Placement number 1. This is who's coming towards you. So this card will reveal the identity or the energetic signature of the person who is entering or re-entering into your life. We have the 8 of Cups. Interesting energy. The 8 of Cups is all about someone who is leaving something that is no longer emotionally fulfilling for them. So for some of you, this could be someone who has been, you may have had an on-off kind of situation, and maybe there was a third party even being involved, and they're getting to that point where they are walking away from realizing that that is no longer emotionally fulfilling, and they're in the process of moving towards you. Or if this is a new connection, for those of you that it resonates where it's a new connection, it's again someone who wants more. That's what I feel like is the main message. It's like their heart chakra has opened. What they've been, however way that they've been operating, be that being single, that they now feel ready, that they want a committed relationship. If they've been in superficial connections with people, they now kind of realize they're at that point where they want more. I'm going to pull another card because I'm nosy. I want to know more about this person, please, Spirit. So take how that resonates. You know, if you've been having that experience with someone where you kind of know that they've been dilly-dallying, messing around with situations that are kind of superficial and shallow and not meeting you where you would like, maybe for something real, for something committed that you're offering, that your connection you know is a deeper one. Or for some of you, this could just be the backstory of someone new coming in, yeah? Tell me more about this 8 of Cups, Spirit, and this person. 6 of Cups. For many of you, this is about someone very much from the past, because 6 of Cups is all about nostalgia. It's about that if they have been engaging in superficial connections, as it's grown more dissatisfying, yeah, they long for how that connection, when it brings up memories of your connection, okay, and when it was in the past and what you had. The 6 of Cups is a very deep connection. It can often be when you find that connection with someone where you can be your more vulnerable self, okay, even what one would describe maybe as our inner child, you know, someone that we can play with, again, someone that we can share our past with. It can often feel that we've known them a lifetime, and that can be about past life connections as well, but it's those people that you come across and it feels like you know them and have known them for a long time, even if you've just met them. So again, take what resonates to your situation. If there's someone in your life who you have that connection with, this heavily suggests that they'll be coming back round because they've been out, what they've been doing thus far in separation with you has not fulfilled them, and they now are tiring of it. Or if it's someone new, it can be, you know, again though, that's familiar feeling when you meet them, and why they're open to this connection is because what they've been doing has grown dissatisfying. Let's see what the next card says. This placement is why they're entering now. So this explores the divine timing around this connection, or it could be a soul contract. What lesson, healing, or transformation is unfolding? It's a really interesting placement. We have the Two of Swords, and the reason why this is happening, this can resonate on your side as well. So obviously this is, you know, we are looking at their energy, but this is also your next chapter in love. So divine timing's what's going on for both of you. The Two of Swords is all about a crossroads energy. Here is both of your energies here in the picture. Again, more of the same, more confirmation about getting to that a sort of a significant place in our lives, a significant crossroads, yeah? A cross in the road where we go, I am finally tired enough of what I've been doing and I don't want to do it anymore. We get weary of it, and we get to that point where we need change and we want change. There has been lots of overthinking about this. Maybe it can be a card of mental angst, and thinking, should I do this, shouldn't do this, some kind of flip-flopping back and forth. But ultimately, just within this placement, the main message is actually about reaching that point again where the desire for change becomes bigger than the desire for, say, instant gratification or what we've been doing up to this point. So that's why it's happening. It's because it's gone on for so long, this kind of not emotionally fulfilling activities that we've been doing, and we want the real thing, which is like this connection. Anything else, Spirit, with this Two of Swords? It's pretty self-explanatory and confirming, but I just feel like adding a little bit more to this. Elder of Wands. Wands energy is about taking action and going for it. So moving into that, you know, kind of now is the time. Let's go for this. Again, then move out of the flip-flopping indecision if that has been around. This crossroads energy intensifies, and this Elder of Wands is about finally making that move towards this connection, okay? And wanting something more, wanting something real. This Lizard here that can wait and wait and wait for months without making a move, without moving a muscle. And then just at the right time, they strike, yeah? And make a move. Capture their prey, maybe, you know, like catch an insect that's just passing by. The timing is perfect. So the timing feels right for this now. Let's go on to the final message, which is the potential between you both. So what could blossom here? Romance, reconciliation, a brand new love story. Let's see what is coming next. Have the Four of Cups. Interesting. Cups about emotions, love, our feelings, our heart-centered, what's going on with our hearts, yeah? The Four of Cups as well, again, kind of carries this message about a period of dissatisfaction. That same doubling down spirit is on this message about this person, and maybe you have been feeling it too, of dissatisfaction of how things have been going up until this point and wanting to do things different. And we had to get to this point of or they did, or both of you, you know, tell what resonates, of really exploring that till it's absolute, till we really wanted change. And the Four of Cups is about in the traditional deck, we see 3 cups, which represent our dissatisfaction in a situation. And the 4th cup is kind of like the one that is a different way of doing things, a different chapter. And you've both arrived, I feel like, at the same point. So this could have been going on for you as well, but we have 2 hands, each with 2 cups, mirroring each other. So your energy is now mirroring each other, and you have arrived at that point where you've been through maybe many hoops together or separately. And divine timing feels very significant here about what you both want now aligns. And the 4 of Cups very much brings the message of let's do things differently this time around. So if you do have history with this person, we're now in a place where we see a different way to do things. We can imagine what that would look like. We know what we need to do differently. We know where we went wrong, what was missing, etc., etc. But you can see very much how there's mirroring energy going in here. So we arrive at the right place at the right time together finally, much like this crossroads energy, and we make the move. So a long way from home feels like finding our way back home to each other. There has been a long way home to get here. There has been many things many hoops, like I mentioned, to jump through, many dissatisfying pursuits that we've had to really wring out till it's absolutely done, until we know for certain that there's nothing there that we want, and that we want a deeper connection, something more real, something more honest. But it feels like it's been a long way here, like I say, separately or together. But the divine timing is now we arrive at the right place together, wanting the same thing finally. So group number 2, I hope this resonated for you. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up, leave any comments down below. Please subscribe if you consider subscribing if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I also go live 3 times a week for live readings. If you'd like to join me there as well, please do. Just bring your question and receive a free personalized reading. But thank you for watching. Wishing you all the best in your next chapter of love. Love and light. Hey group number 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose the oracle card Mermaid's Love, which is really beautiful, magical. We'll see how it all plays into the rest of your reading once we get into your tarot cards. So placement number 1, this is who's coming towards you. So this card reveals the identity or energetic signature of the person who is entering or re-entering your life. And we have the 7 of Cups, which is interesting. This is about choices. This is about needing to make a choice. Can be a card as well of someone who maybe struggles with illusions and delusions a little bit. They can have a slightly delusional energy at times, and can need some encouragement sometimes to be honest with themselves more, okay, about what really making the right decision about what's best for themselves, really, in the sense of what aligns for them. Sometimes they can get overwhelmed and lost. I'm going to pull another card to dig into this more. Some of you may recognize this person's energy already. someone maybe who made you feel at times like an option, and that they have given you mixed signals. Cups is about emotions and our heart's desires, and it's about someone who can get lost almost in their feelings and has trouble. They may have had like an in-out energy with you, sometimes being very full on and then just sort of disappearing, come back in, you know, that kind of energy often with this card. It's a bit avoidant, it's a bit wishy-washy. So for many of you who've chosen this pile, this can be a past person, yeah? But we have the Two of Wands here, which is about a magnetic, passionate connection with the Two of Wands. Wands is ruled by the element of fire. And the Two of Wands is about thinking about the future and making plans. So this is part of their energy too. Okay, so yes, they have this characteristics. This is their energetic signature. Some of you may recognize some. This can be someone new who's coming in who has these tendencies, but at the same time they're also at this Two of Wands crossroads kind of time, yeah, where they are actually thinking about their future and they are in the process of making choices, of making decisions. And the Two of Wands can also speak about the energetic pull between you and them. So there can be often, when we see the Two of Wands, a strong physical attraction, a magnetic pull between you. So a strong attraction, which can often keep bringing you back together if this is an on-off thing. Let's see what the second placement is, which is why they're entering now. So why are they coming back in, or if this is a new person, why now? This explores the divine timing or soul contract between their appearance. The Oracle of Pentacles, which is this actually a card of stability, of abundance, of growth. This is aligns, this is very much like the Queen of Pentacles kind of energy, so divine feminine energy, abundant. So why now? What first comes to mind is I feel like that they do want more stability in their life. And because I think maybe that they are beginning to think of their future more, they are beginning to understand that they can't stay here forever, okay, in this Seven of Cups energy. Ultimately, it's like if we don't make a strong decision, if we just keep like kind of drifting in and out of stuff and not really committing to anything, we kind of end up in no man's land. We end up almost with nothing. And I feel like they kind of are beginning to realize this. They're thinking of the future. They do feel this strong attraction and pull to you. This Oracle of Pentacles is what that, you know, why that's happening, tells us about that, because they want more stability. They want more. So when we see, when this has an abundant energy, they want more than what they've been having, and they know they do want the dream of, you know, that can vary to person what that dream is. But if we just think traditionally, you know, they want the long-term committed relationship, the child, the house, the financial security, a life partner. That's what I feel like. And they kind of get that this energy is not going to get them that. Anything else about this Oracle of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Yep, 9 of Wands. Tired out, a certain level of burnout with what they've been doing. 9 of Wands is like that you've been through kind of battles, or this could be relationships that have tried and failed, and finally having that kind of realization or self-reflective moment where you're like, okay, I think I need to do something different here, because what I've been doing so far has not worked out. I haven't ended up where I want to be. Okay, I've ended up in a place where I feel weary of what's happening. I feel burnt out. I still want that dream. I haven't given up on the dream, which is this Oracle of Pentacles. Is the dream, is the relationship, is the stability, is all the good stuff, is the honey. You see the bees here, it's the sweet honey. Let's see what the future holds. Group number 3, which is the potential between you and this person. What could blossom here? Romance, reconciliation, a brand new love story. What's the next chapter? Justice, a fair outcome. Major Arcana, balance, sending in a good place here. It's that stability that they crave, and I think the stability that you want too. And this is where I'm drawn to bring into this mermaid's love, okay? Because there's something about this mermaid's love. It's like, if we think of the siren call of the mermaid that keeps bringing this person back to you, if it's a reconciliation situation, or if it is new, it's like this connection has the power to pull them out of this 7 of Cups energy and connect with you, and has brought on this realization of commitment. I think really, in essence, commitment to one person, to one soul. Does feel like a soul contract energy, and justice feels like a fair and just outcome is where we're heading. Tell me more about this justice card, please, Spirit. And final messages for group number 3. It feels kind of like that this was meant to happen, and divine timing certainly has a hand in this, that this person is finally having those self-reflective moments. 6 of Cups, beautiful. A relationship that you can be vulnerable with someone. This has a very kind of honest energy with the 6 of Cups, okay? There's also a family here. This is that family of bears. But it's a very different energy to this 7 of Cups, which feels kind of dishonest and confused and a bit lost. And the 6 of Cups has that energy of connecting with someone where it's like connecting with an old friend or a relationship. You know, it's like you may very much know this person, and it's about reconnecting because you have that deep connection, and it's familiar, and they realizing that this is what they want, and this is that abundant sweet honey Oracle of Pentacles energy. But for those, if it's a new connection, it's still having that kind of connection with someone where you meet them and they can feel very familiar. Yes, it feels like someone from the past, even though you've just met them. It's that kind of energy, so it can be a past life connection, a soul contract kind of vibes very much is coming through here. So there's very much a shift in them. from this snaky, lost, confused energy. This connection really kind of blows that out the water for them and makes things clear. And they are tired and weary of that, and they do understand that it hasn't been working out for them. They are thinking of the future. They know that they need to get real about with themselves and with you. And then we have the just outcome, which is like stability, a connection, an honest connection. So reconciliation for some of you, or if it's a new person, then they're able to, fully commit in an honest way. With the energy and the vibes of this Six of Cups, of being able to be vulnerable with you. That soul contract connection of knowing each other from the past. Be that past in this life or maybe beyond that. Interesting reading there, group number 3. I hope it resonated with you. It feels like a very meaningful, deep connection this, and some positive changes in your person. And the timing is right for this. If this reading resonated with you, please do give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments down below. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I do upload new videos. But wishing you all the best with your person and in the next chapter in love and light.